Right then, here we go.
Inch being gone. She's, yeah, super. Mark 1 Cortina super, isn't she? Airflow model, isn't she? Late one by the looks of it. 65, 66 maybe. Has the grills in there. Yeah. I don't know too much about cars, but I do know they're not supposed to be in there. They're supposed to be on the front somewhere.
So, we have got a lovely one on the front. Look, you better just have a sneaky look at that engine bay there quickly as well, haven't you? Look, she's almost there.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's there, yeah, airflow. Yeah, Cortina, great, aren't they? Yeah, brilliant driving car, these old Cortinas. You know, I remember my uncle having one of these in 1962, they came out. And I remember him buying a 1200. I think they were all 1200s when they first came out, you know. And a maroon one. And it was just revolutionary, you know, these Cortinas. They were just so, in 1962, you see, you've got to understand that again, still in 62, a lot of cars on the road, probably 30% of the cars on the road were pre-war, or pre-war style cars, loads of old stuff. So when these came out, as I say, 60, I think it was 62, they really were revolutionary. You know, they were just like a flying machine. They were like a spaceship, really. And the classics and stuff like that, you know, Cortina console classic. But anyway, this is Lagoon Blue, I think it is, in white roof by the looks of it. And she's a two-door. Wow, this is the kiddie. I presume she's a 1500 Super. And this is the thing about it. She's two-door. Most important thing of all. You know, don't worry about everything else. Everything else can be fixed and repaired and improved upon and all the rest of it. But I tell you what, she's quite an honest looking old car, isn't she? I mean, the wheel arches ain't too bad, are they? There's a hinge pin gone on that door, driver's door, but who cares? That's nothing. Look at the size of the cavernous boot. Cavernous boot. And the classic, the console classic, which is like its running mate, was even bigger, I think, from memory. And of course, in them days, the two-door band the bomb backlights. That's what we used to call them. Band the bomb backlights, yeah. And because that was the insignia of the band the bomb organisation, bunch of nutcases like. And the Ford picked up on it, and there it is. I mean, that is just fantastic, isn't it? I mean, the Ford designers, I mean, they were top-notch, weren't they? They really were. They designed what people wanted. But it's Lane and poor old lot, old fellas, old geezers should have been retired 20 years earlier. They were designing what they wanted, not what the customer base wanted. Ford did it completely the other way. Fantastic. Bit of wheel arch, bit of rot on there, as you can see. But easy repaired, simple, isn't it? Like morning's work, isn't it? Done. But look at the old wings of sound. But she's a straight old motor. She's going to make a car, that is. Going to make a right good car. Don't worry about the door, like I say, I just felt it. It's nothing at all. It's only an inch pin gone, actually. Dashboard's all good. That looks all nice. No cracks on the top. Interior mirrors seen better days, but who cares? Headlining's lovely. Yeah, you know, headlining's lovely. She'll clean up. Bit of interior cleaner over that. Get that sprayed on. Answer there is when you spray it on, don't put it on neat, like 50-50. Dilute it down. But make sure that you spray it on even, otherwise you'll get streaks on there. So you've got to be really even. Don't leave it on long. Get it wiped off with a wet cloth for a start off, and then a dry cloth, and it'll come up mint now. Seats have seen better days, haven't they? You can see that, can't you? You can see why. Look at that. I mean, unbelievable that. Isn't it? How can someone damage a seat like that so much? You know, it's just ridiculous. Isn't it? Now, apparently, I'm led to believe you can get this material now from Australia. There's someone in Australia that either produces it or will sell it, so not a big problem anymore. Carpets are easy enough, aren't they? Covered our carpets as we use, good old firm. Have a word with Joanne over there, she'll soon sort you out. Door skins are all good, look at that, look how straight the old skins are. Can you see? Level, isn't it? God, it's gonna, I'll tell you what, it's gonna make a right nice car. You know, that's gonna wind up a GT in it, and no, hang on. Oh, that's just the Ford badges on there, aren't they? What have we got? She's going to wind up, no, she's not a GT. She's going to wind up a GT, this old car, isn't she? Without a doubt. Got a long stick box in it, and a lovely engine by the looks of it. That's nice and clean. That must have been worked on, surely. That don't look as though it's been in there long. Have you had it running?
No, we haven't yet, no.
That ain't been in there long, has it? That battery on it at all.
So got a bit of fuel in that bowl or not? No, it's dry as a bone. Dry as a bone,
yeah. But she had plates on, as you can see. Look, I mean, they've all had plates on. But they only used to just crack, you know. Too much was made of it. I suppose you had to stop the rot. I know, fair enough, and that. And most of the plates we put on were nice, big old, thick plates like that. And they generally, all the first ones, all the early plates finished there. Then they started bringing them up here because they found that it started cracking here, and then we found that it all went round here, rusty around there. So generally speaking, then we started putting on big plates like this, take the bonnet off, and put a longer plate on, and that it was the best way to do it. And it was done with then. And yeah, same bloke's done both sides by the look of it, at the same time. And the sad thing is, there was probably only just a couple of little cracks there, but we found the MOT in them days, you see, and people got a bit funny about it, so they plated them up. But it's solid. But I hope it's got the bezel somewhere. We'll have, I'm sure. And more importantly, I hope it's got the strips. I'd been in the boot, but there's a lot.
We'll have a look. We'll get some photos.
I think we got the strips, which is really important, isn't it?
Right, I'll have to cut you short because we're about up with our 6 minutes.
Can't see the strips, but anyway, there you go. There you go, lads. Come and have a look at that. You'll be impressed how solid that car is.